when he owned the New York Post for a while. He was a real nice guy, Peter Calico. I haven't heard from him in years, but I felt real bad for him. But nobody wants to see somebody's daughter going through that. And you're right, Robin. You do think when a guy is wealthy that his kids will never have a problem and everything will be perfect in their life, but I guess money just doesn't solve all that.
No, I guess it doesn't.
No.
She, I guess, arranged this thing on Craigslist, and it turned out the person she was selling to was an undercover cop, and so she was busted. And her father, they say, is reeling from this whole thing. So, it's just a sad thing. So just don't think that everybody's life is easy when they have money.
Right.
It doesn't always work out that way.
Right.
Meanwhile, the Supreme Court is taking up that same-sex marriage case today, and they will be hearing arguments. A 12-year-old boy who was adopted by gay parents is hoping that a letter he read on YouTube will help persuade the Chief Justice, Roberts, to overturn California's Prop 8 law. Daniel Martinez Lefew of Santa Rosa says his family is a lot like the Chief Justice's. 1-1.
Dear Justice Roberts, my name is Daniel Martinez Lefew. I'm 12 years old and I live in Northern California. I have a younger sister named Selena, and we were adopted by two dads. We were adopted when I was 5 and my sister was about 12 months old. When I was in foster care, I was told that I was considered unadoptable because of my golden heart syndrome. That is a genetic disorder that affects the whole left side of my body. I lost my little brother Emilio because some people wanted to adopt him, but they weren't willing to adopt me because of my medical conditions. Lucky for me, that's when my two dads came along. I recently found out that you yourself adopted 2 kids, a boy and a girl. It's kind of like me and my sister. Family means a lot of different things to different people, but some people believe that you have to have the same blood to be a family. You and I both know that family goes deeper than blood. I was lucky to be adopted by 2 guys.
I actually kind of think it's interesting.
Oh, you want to continue?
Yeah, I was actually caught up in it.
Were you? Okay.
No, you weren't boring me. I was actually... I just got a tweet from Katy Perry. She wants to date this kid. Very lucky. No, that was really quite moving.
It is. It's an amazing
what's the kid saying? He's saying, hey, man.
These two opened their heart to a child who was told he was unadoptable.
Well, these religious nuts who are so anti-gay would rather that kid just grow up in an orphanage with no love, rather than have 2 men love him. It's so fucked up. The world is so crazy. I don't know.
And they want to be a family, and his 2 dads want to be married.
Yeah. Who cares? Oh, Jesus. People are so hung up with their beliefs. I don't even care if you have beliefs. Just don't screw it up for everybody else.
As long as you keep them to yourself,
look
you
at that.
can believe whatever you want.
Look at the stories of Tunisia. They want to stone to death a woman because she took her top off. And this guy is just saying, hey, I had 2 gay guys adopt me when no one wanted me. My life turned out to be great. Anybody getting the message? I mean, I know my audience is pretty sophisticated and they got the message, but I just wonder about the greater audience out there. All the douchebags. The douchebag audience. And there's a ton of them. World is mostly douchebags, if you really do the analysis.
If you really think about it.
Yeah, think about it. It's 90%, 98.7% douchebags.
And how much does that leave that's not douchebag?
Well, let's see. Like 1.3%?
Yeah.
How'd I do?
You did good.
When it comes to douchebags, I can do math. What else is in the news, Robin?
So anyway, Daniel's open letter has gone viral since it was posted a week ago. And maybe the Supreme Court justices will hear it. You can only hope, right?
Right.
So anyway, what are the arguments about when it comes to same-sex marriage?
Yeah, what's the argument? Oh, my imaginary friend up in heaven told me you're not allowed to have gay marriage.
Well,
That's
here's
the argument.
a California attorney. Her name is Camilla Harris, and she says there's no reason same-sex couples shouldn't be afforded the same recognition and benefits as heterosexual couples. 1-6.
the reality is 61% of Californians are in favor of same-sex marriage. The United States Supreme Court since the 1880s has found 14 times that marriage is a fundamental right.
So there you go. And they say that in a new survey, I think that was done by CBS, that most Americans believe that same-sex marriage should be legal.
Yeah, of
but
course.
we do have these
Yahoos.
naysayers, people who
Douchebags.
just decided that nothing should ever change. Here's this guy from the Defense of Marriage Act who says what factors he thinks people will or that will influence the justices. 119.
All right.
I think the judge will take the public's opinion pretty serious.
Because it's constitutional law. So the Supreme Court will determine what the Constitution, how it applies or doesn't apply.
Public opinion always plays a part in everything.
So they think public opinion may sway the judges. They think that the Constitution
See, there's almost
should be left alone.
There's almost 7 billion people in the world. 1.3% is like 90 million are not douchebags. So
we're an extreme minority.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm considering myself not a douchebag.
like 90 million people in this world are not douchebags, but that's hardly any.
But do the douchebags know they're douchebags?
No. I was a douchebag for years. I didn't know it.
Really?
Yeah.
What changed you? How did you stop being a douchebag?
Therapy.
The two laws that they're considering are very controversial. 120.
It wasn't meant to be. So 2 men can't have a baby, 2 women can't have a baby.
See, these are the douchebags.
Constitution is a living document. It's always open to change and evolution.
Two men can't have a baby. Okay, well we'll just go with that theory.
That's right. We'll just take everything literally.
Man's right. 2 men can have a baby. Why can't they get married?
It's just crazy. You know, we were talking to Omarosa earlier about forgiveness.
And by the way, Omarosa isn't so forgiving.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's always fighting with everyone, and Piers Morgan and LaToya. I mean, she's like,
working on it at least.
I see. I don't even understand it. I like your therapist who told you not to forgive anybody.
That was a minister.
I like that.
That was the crazy. I was like, I went to a minister because they're supposed to know how to forgive, and they're supposed to be able to counsel you on forgiveness. And I went to her and I said, these are my issues, and I'm having trouble forgiving. And she looked at me and said, maybe you're not supposed to. I was like, well, darn, I guess there's no hope for me.
Yes, Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Howard, I absolutely love you, and I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of douchebags, but then I think of Sam Simon. There's like one great man that helps everybody. But you know what? What's going on with everybody today? Between John Hine wanting to go on Fallon, I mean, is the whole world gone mad? I mean, I don't get it, and I just don't know what's going on, Howard. I'm like totally pumped that people calling and saying they want Arnie back and all this crap. Are they listening to the same fucking fashion show I'm listening to every single day from 5:45 to like 12 o'clock?
Bobo, you're on the air.
Hey now. Listen, I was wondering if beautiful Robin would be willing to admit that she fantasizes about you.
Robin, are you finally ready to admit that you fantasize about me?
Come on,
or are you
Robin.
still uncomfortable with that?
I must be still uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because
Have you ever fantasized about me?
No.
That
I don't fantasize. How could I? Why would I fantasize about you? You're such a reality of my life.
You know what we're talking about.
Oh.
About doing me.
Right.
About me mounting you.
I don't even think...
You've never accidentally fantasized about me?
No.
I don't believe that at all. I think that's a lie.
It's like you're my brother.
Oh.
Come on, you haven't used no...
One of the sexiest brothers ever.
You are, and I am envious of the women who get to partake